live before she did the interview. And for a lot of you guys that wasn't at the live I did earlier, I thought it was Cherry the Boom, which it would have been kind of interesting if it was her interviewing Musa. But it's Cherry. Her name is close to Cherry's, okay? But it's a lady that's going to be interviewing Musa tonight. She said, basically it's going to be about spiritual and, I guess giving up the tea, and it's going to be a mixture of a lot of things. So I'm really interested in what she's going to ask him as far as the questions, and I'm interested in knowing how he's going to answer them. I believe that Musa's going to answer the questions. He's not going to get true where it's like you can't get nothing out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just so loyal to Natureboy, even though Natureboy used to drag him. So I wanted to show you something real quick. Like I said, I was coming on live early today, just in case anything went wrong with recording or just anything. I just said, let me come on an hour before, kick it with the audience, get the audience in here an hour before 9 o'clock so that, y'all already in here and we can just live stream when she goes live. And I also will be recording it. So if anything goes wrong, because I'm going to be recording Big Go from my laptop. And that's not really the best app to stream on, is the laptop, because Big Go is really a mobile app. It's not really for mobile. I mean, it's not really for desktop or laptops. So sometimes those streaming recordings that you do on your laptop or desktop, hey Suzanne, sometimes the video crashes when you record it from your laptop. So I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen. If it does, it doesn't matter. We'll refresh as many times as we need to, get the video back up, and listen to the interview. If that fails us, we will have the recording, because I'm going to record the interview as well, because I'm probably going to do some commentary, 10-minute commentary videos breaking it down on parts that I might miss, because it's probably going to be at least an hour or hour and a half live. I don't know how long the live's going to be. So I want to make sure that, I don't miss some really important information, because sometimes we could be on the live together and you might have to watch it again, and there could be parts that you missed that were really important for us to know about. You know what I'm saying? As fathers with this case with Natureboy. And again, Natureboy goes back to court, or Superior Court, for a bond hearing on June 6th. So he'll be back in the court. I don't think they're going to give him a bond. But I want to show you what Malia and the crew put up. It was about 4 hours ago. So let me share this with you guys. And thank y'all for coming through. Today's Friday. Y'all about to bring this Friday out with me. I should have went to the LQ and got me a cocktail. But we gonna be all right over here. Let me see. So can y'all see that? Okay, so you can see it. Let me just zoom it in.
Updated information. Your peace to the gods. We have a new update. Our old Cash App will no longer be used. If you want to donate, we have a new updated Cash App. So if you hit us in the inbox, we will provide you with a new link and updated information. I love myself.
I love myself.
Your peace to the gods. We have a new update. Our old Cash.
So they're just keeping us posted. I don't know what happened to the old Cash App. There's always something going on with the Cash Apps, but it was I think Aya something. The Cash App was to send Natureboy Canteen another thing I want to tell you too, somebody has said, oh, that is true, putting up old videos saying that it's him calling from jail. I forgot that I have a family member by marriage right now, currently in jail. And where he's at, they can have Zoom visits instead of in-person visits. And that came about in the New England area, because I'm from the New England area. So Connecticut, Rhode Island, Boston, I think Maine, New Hampshire, like that's all like the New England area. In those states, those New England states, because of the pandemic and having contact with people, they really don't want people to have contact. They started doing Zoom, Zoom calls for an hour with the inmates for people who normally would go into the jail to see their family members, friends, husbands, boyfriends, whatever. You can go on Zoom. So if you get 2 visits a week, you can get 2 Zoom calls. 2 Zoom, where you can see the person on the Zoom, and you can talk with them face to face on the Zoom for an hour instead of the visit where you can have contact with the person. Because of the pandemic, they don't want to bring anybody into the jail and spread anything, because when one prisoner gets sick, the whole jail gets sick. And I know somebody who, when COVID started, they went to jail. They did not have COVID when they got there. And the COs, after I think 10 days, and it's supposed to be at that time, it should have been 14 days quarantine. They put that cell mate in with my peoples who was locked up, and they had got COVID. But he also found out that from his own lawyer that 98% of the jail had that, the big C. I shouldn't even have said it the first time, because you know how YouTube's kind of funny about you talking about the big C. But the whole jail got it. So they're not going to tell you like the fatalities, but if you're not a healthy person and your immune system is compromised, can you imagine how many people they was wheeling out of there that nobody knew about, that was going out that back door? But it's real, so they do Zoom. So Natureboy, getting back on the story with Natureboy, those recordings that you might hear, because he has a recording that was about 43 minutes long just the other day, and you can tell he's over a phone. He was, or like probably on a laptop or a cell phone or whatever, doing a Zoom call with probably True and the girls. They were recording what he was saying in that Zoom, and they're putting all that stuff on to their IG handles, you know what I'm saying, social media platforms, so that the public can hear it. But it's too late for trying to educate and teach knowledge yourself. You done got yourself jammed up at this point. It's not looking good for you. Hey, Peanut. And I don't think he's gonna buy his way out of this, talk his way out of this. There's nothing he can do. He ain't gonna reinvent no wheel. None of that's going down, because of the simple fact that they got too much evidence on him. Also, put a Y in the chat if you heard about. They put on his record alongside with the big R allegation and the trying to hold people against their will charges. I think he got 2 counts of that. They also added to his charges the cell phones and what they found on the cell phones in the labs. I think the tablets. So they seized a few of the tablets and a few of the cell phones, and they wrote down the new charges from what they confiscated off of those devices. That was added, I think, yesterday. So he got more charges that were added. So they did actually get authorization to go through those phones and tablets, and they got some more evidence that's going to be used against him. And I found out about that yesterday. I didn't say anything because I wasn't getting back on live. Once I get off for the day, I'm off. The interview's going live in like 10 minutes. It's going live at 9 o'clock because I just was on there with the lady. And also, I'm in front of my tablet. I'm suited up. I'm ready to go. That's why DDPG, that's why I came on at 8, because I just said a couple hours ago, I'm going to come on here an hour early and just kick it with y'all. It's Friday anyways. And, you know, so in case there's any complications on my end, I can fix it so that this runs smoothly, this live, you know? So I'm an hour early. So I just started at a little bit after 8. So I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for the lady to start the interview. Say the word. I'm going to start recording on my device, and I'm going to start live streaming live when Musa gets up there. I'm not even putting up the live until they start talking. I don't want to hear no music, none of that, because I don't want to have to edit that out this video, out this live. I don't want no copyright music or nothing in this live stream. I want to hear the interview. I don't want the fluff. I want to hear them talking. So I don't want to hear no music, nothing. I want to hear the what we hear, what we came to hear and see. So, but I'm ready. I'm ready and stuff. I just came up here early to get y'all up in here, so that when it starts, you know what I'm saying. It says the interview is going. Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. More search warrants, no new charges. Yes, there are new charges. They just were added yesterday to the document. Actually, I'm gonna stop being lazy, and not tonight though, because after I get off this live, I'm not doing any research. But I'm gonna go get the new charges that were added to his charges that were already there. That is keeping him on no bond. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm a live stream the documents. I ain't reading all the new charges out. I ain't doing it. I will live stream the information, and I will make a link. So all y'all got to do is click on the link, and then y'all can get all the documents and the new charges that were added. So that, and I think that the reason why they were trying to add the new charges is because June 6th he's going for another bond hearing. I heard somebody say it was June 7th, but this person that told me when the bond hearing was going to be held, they heard it from a channel holder, and this channel holder be on point with their stuff. So I'm going with that. The bond hearing is June 6th. I don't know about no June 7th, but even if it's June 7th, whatever day it is, they got the information, new information, the new charges to add on to his charges, so that maybe it'll stick, that they can hold him even longer. They're probably trying to hold him as long as they can so they can gather enough evidence where they don't even have to probably give him a bond. I don't know. I don't know by law if they have to eventually give him a bond, or they don't. They might not have to. I don't know. I don't know the law like that. And every state's different. So I'm definitely not no lawyer, no liar, no lawyer. And I don't know the law, but I just know that they're trying to sit him down for a little while. So but I don't think it's looking good for him. I don't think he's gonna get out on June 6th. And I think that if he does get a bond, the bond will be so high, he probably won't even be able to make that bond. That's my, because my husband was telling me they got to give him a bond eventually. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets a bond. There was this lady, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. She had an artistic daughter. This man and this lady had an artistic daughter. And they were church-going people. The neighbors said they were normal, just normal, nice people. They had their child laying on the couch for 12 years in her fecal matter. She was going to the bathroom on herself. They wasn't feeding her. They said when the autopsy came to get, the coroner came to get the body, they said they've never seen a case of neglect this severe in their life. They said that the artistic woman, she was 37, she had fecal matter and everything soaked all into the leather couch, and her body melted into the leather couch because it was decomposing. She had maggots and with gnats, not fruit flies. She had maggots. They were big maggots all over her because they were eating her flesh, so the maggots were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The biggest maggots you would ever see. It was maggots all crawling on her body, eating her, and gnats because of the smell, the decomposing body. And her parents literally was sitting in the living room. Her mother's chair was like near where the couch was at, but I guess they got so used to the smell, they didn't pay it no attention. But how don't you see that this body is decomposing and the girl has passed away? She literally suffered. So as her body was decomposing, we don't know how long it started where the body started decomposing. But while the body was decomposing, she suffered. She had sores all over her. And she was, she probably was moving and everything, but she was probably like all liquidy, and her parents literally would be in the living room looking at TV while she's melting in the couch, disappearing. Got maggots and flies and all kind of stuff around her. They said it soaked into the wooden floor, the fecal matter and everything that was coming from her body, that the floor was buckling underneath the couch. And they literally would sit in there like family time and look at TV while she was dying on that couch. The autopsy showed that they wasn't feeding her. So she started ripping before she, I guess, got really, to the point where she couldn't move because she was decomposing. There was one point she was eating the couch for food. They found a lot of the sponge part of the couch in her system. When they did the autopsy, they found parts of the couch. She was eating the couch when she was hungry. Of course, as her body started really decompose, she wasn't able to do anything. She just laying there suffering. And they said that, she was eating the couch because her parents wasn't feeding her. They said that was the worst case of neglect they've ever seen. And this came from a coroner. And he's seen all kind of cases. People that have been mutilated, like from serial killers. But he said that's the worst case he's ever seen. So it's really crazy out here, man. But it just really broke my heart when I seen that. But I just hope that this interview here really opens the eyes of, just how horrible it must have been living under those circumstances with Natureboy. And I was looking at a video from Max V. That's my boy. And he's been doing a lot of Natureboy commentary. And a lot of people have been like DMing him, saying was Natureboy set up. And he said the same thing that I said yesterday. If he was set up or if he wasn't set up, Natureboy's behavior displayed enough evidence to set his own self up. Natureboy, to me, set himself up. Ain't nobody set no Natureboy up. Nobody had to set no Natureboy up because of the simple fact that Natureboy was doing a lot of crazy, dysfunctional, inhumane stuff, and he played himself. Period, point blank. And True's up here looking slow. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see something. Looking slow. I'm getting to the point now. I don't even know if I should sometime put True on here, because you don't know what's gonna come out of his mouth. He looks like he's cracking up. Yeah. When you see people's eyes get wide, y'all know, put a Y in the chat when you see people with them wide eyes, big wide eyes, and they stay wide. You can have some big eyes, but when they stay wide and they just stay wide, yeah, that's a sign of cray cray. This dude is crazy. I'm sitting here listening to him right now. He's just something wrong with him. Something wrong with True. Y'all want me to put? It says, "Yep, he's falling apart." You ain't never lied about that. Y'all want me to put True on while we wait for this interview? Because I can put him on if you want. Put a Y in the chat if you do. You know, if you don't, we'll keep kicking it. But I can put him on. I don't think he's gonna say anything that's gonna give you the wow. He doesn't, you know. He's like he's like fried chicken and you know, he's like some good fried fish, but something's missing. No, I'm joking. He ain't like no good fried fish. No, he's like some plain fried fish, and the seasoning's missing, and the hot sauce. Somebody said no. At least you're honest. No. Too funny. You said yes. You guys don't want to hear me anymore? Okay. No, so let me hold on. Let me see. If he gets this cussing or whatever, because he been doing some cray stuff, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take him down. I don't feel like doing no editing, guys. I'm sorry. So if he starts to cussing, I'm taking him down. So in all fairness, let's hope he don't start the cussing. But I'm gonna share it now. All right, let me see if I can find it first. But here he is right there, looking good and crazy. All right, so I'm gonna share it now so you guys can see him eating cantaloupe, because that's what he's doing right now. Somebody said go. Ms. Pooh Beard said, "Go ahead and put Joe Camel on there." All right, I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on. He ain't saying nothing. Don't you get mad at me now for putting them up here now. Y'all said to put them up there.
Stop doing this so much.
Dude, crazy.
Start using this.
So this is what we're going to do today on our Friday. This is what we're going to do today.
Because the
audience,
man in the world,
my supporters, this is what y'all going to do to me today. I'm going to listen to y'all tell me to put True on. And we have to watch him eat. What is this, a mukbang? Who is he, Beloved Life now? So this is what we're doing today. Watching him eat peanuts like he's Natureboy. And eat fruit. When we know only one was doing all the eating, fruit and nuts, all through the day was Natureboy.
What's up, True?
True was lucky if he got one Solar New meal. Because Natureboy was eating everything in the house.
What's up, Crime? No.
So this is what we're doing today. This is where we're bringing this today. Looking at True doing mukbang. This is where we've all came to. Oh my God. True, you need a lineup, bro. You need to go to the barbershop. Don't y'all got a barbershop business, LLC, or from your PPA loan? You got a barbershop? You got a barbershop and you ain't got a lineup, bro. Where's your lineup? Dude is crazy, man. Cuckoo than Jay.
How can Larry Hoover be the leader of the GDs from jail?
LOL, Natureboy was the biggest. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all, I have to apologize to y'all. I have to. A public announcement. People used to tell me when I used to be like, "Come on now." You know, I used to say, Natureboy's. Hold on 1 second. I used to say Natureboy is many things, but come on now. Now let's not stop making up stuff that he eats meat. The man eats vegan. He don't eat animal products. They just started eating eggs. Well, the pregnant women are allowed to eat eggs when they were pregnant. And that's as far as they go as far as animal products. And people were like, he's eating meat. He's too big. He's eating more than just vegan food. Y'all was right. Come to find out, he came out with, we, once in a while have chicken and fish and shrimp. He went down the list. They even have lamb and all of that. Salmon, red snap, all. He had only animal product he don't eat is pork. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ate that. Hey, his lordship. He eats Chinese, yep. A light-skinned one.
I never said I was dumb or weak.
Yes, you are. You dumb and you weak.
Was taught by Elijah Muhammad.
Do you really think this dude wants to be up here? No. Natureboy got him up there. He needs that canteen.
It doesn't have to be a good comparison to you, Goddess Emerald. I just use Larry Hoover as an example of how you can be in a certain place and still govern things outside of that place.
That's probably what his dinner was. Cantaloupe and peanuts. Dude's a weirdo. And he's a hypocrite too, because I heard him saying that he was going to try alligator. Somebody was talking to him about exotic meats, and he was like, you know what? I think I might try me that.
Makes sense.
But he's supposed to be a vegan too. He's full of it. Look at him eating cantaloupe. We turned this into a mukbang.
Because at this point, you're just telling me how you feel.
This dude is a whack job. Wacko jackal.
No, I'm quite powerful.
Exactly. Dude's a joke. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Why are you even on here eating and eating cantaloupe? Like, why couldn't you just come on after you got finished eating?
I was a Christian Baptist.
Oh, I know why. Because you're famous and you can do anything you want to do in front of people because they're going to watch you anyways because you're true.
Before that, I considered myself to be...
Looks like a straight widow.
Baptist Christian. I've been an atheist.
Then a clown.
An agnostic.
Then a follower.
Something like that.
I gotta ask y'all a question. Who's seen the video? Because I showed it on my channel. I deleted a lot of my videos on both my channels. I do it I think I do it twice a year. That's just what I do. But anyways, a lot of them in bulk. But who's seen the video of when Natureboy had them all in a room? And True had the cell phone. He was supposed to be deleting and blocking people that were trolling in the live. And Natureboy slapped the phone out of his hand. Who's seen that? Let me see if I can find. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it alone. But that was too funny. Hello, his lordship. Who's seen that? That had me on the floor. He just slapped the phone out of his hand. After he told this dude, oh, you seen it? Okay, all right. Because I probably can't find it on my let me see if I can pull it up. That was a class act. I swear for God it was. And I said to myself, no, you didn't let him just slap that phone out of his hand, and you didn't pick that cell phone up and slap him upside his head with it. Because, see, stuff like that pisses me off. Stuff like that really pisses me off. Let me see if I can find it so we can have a little giggle. Recap. It says, Natureboy. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I'll be able to find it. I might be able to find it on my second channel, but I'm not too sure. I be deleting a lot of videos like I was saying, so. Anyways, yeah, that was funny as hell. I was saying to myself, somebody get security. I think I'm going to need some backup. That was funny. I'm sorry, guys.
Why am I smoking no more?
You're not smoking no more because Natureboy's in jail. That's why. Stop.
I don't need to.
You're full of it. You had to think about that.
I don't need to.
Dude's full of it. Exactly, Miss Boo. He's a wussy, right? Pisces gone, Danielle. He left with everybody else. Oh, he didn't hesitate to leave.
Come to the ultimate conclusion
that was funny.
The only religion to follow.
He just slapped that phone right out of his hand like he was a suspect. Sit down, you lame.
Science is the greatest religion.
His neck looks like a pencil. All right, so I don't see her on here yet. The lady ain't on here yet. When she comes on, she's gonna immediately go to the top of the app because she's got one of the disciples.
I think that we're gonna move
one of Natureboy's disciples
a lot differently once this situation has reached its conclusion.
He said, I think we're gonna move a lot differently.
I'm surprised how we moved after this. How did I come with what conclusion? EWM, I'm sorry.
I know you are gonna move differently if he even gets a chance to see freedom again, because only a fool will go back to doing that weird stuff that he was doing. Shoot, they should have put him in a psych ward. The heck with locking him up. They should have locked him up in the psych ward.
Conclusions objectively
in a padded room
that are not intertwined with your personal feelings and opinions. I think that where religions have conflict with each other is through what people personally believe rather than what's objectively best for everybody.
So what I'm trying to say is, can I get $5? That's what he's trying to say.
I can't speak for more than anyone but my own self, Sunflower.
So what I'm trying to say is, can I get $5?
I have no idea.
That's what True's trying to really say.
What other people are going to do with their life.
So you can't speak for your master teacher, your God, the three God.
And for whatever reason, if I miss your question,
sounding like Sweet Bone.
Top in the queue, I'll let you up.
I'm trying to tell you, he does. He does, man.
Theory, Goddess Emu.
And can you imagine what Sheba was going through with him?
What would you?
Because I heard that he was over there like whooping her up.
I'll hear you out.
And you know what's so messed up? He was probably putting hands on her because every time he thought about her going back to Natureboy, said he took out what he wanted to take out on Natureboy on her. Because that's what sometimes men do with women. They'll beat up a woman, but they won't see a man.
I'm part of my own tribe right now.
And True's that kind of a dude too. Instead of taking out how he feels on Natureboy, he'll take it out on Sheba, knowing that Sheba don't have no thought or no decision making over there. She either gonna go back over there with Natureboy, or he gonna send her packing. So she don't really have no choice in the matter but to go along with the game of, oh yeah, now you're gonna be my wife, and you're gonna give me some when I want it, or she gonna go have to get packing.
You know the only thing I want? Besides, of course, the situation being over, absolute mastery,
right,
of my own self.
So you, Jamie King, you said I saw it too. Funny, you can eat alligator besides shoes. So you saw it when he was talking about I got to try that. Did you Jamie King? Did you hear him when he said that? I was like, why would you want to try that when you talk about what we eat is makes up our thought process and our way of thinking and all these theories that he has, and trying to teach us how to live off the land and to eat fruits and vegetables and stop eating KFC and all. How are you going to eat an alligator, but you're telling us not to eat these things? I just don't get it. Talking about, I mean, come on, man. He was saying a whole bunch of stuff. It's just he be contradicting himself all the time. People, and then you do get a couple of people. He do be making sense, but he ain't living it. That's my point. I'm not being ignorant that he's speaking facts on a lot of stuff, but you're not living it. So how are you talking about something you're not even living? That's only my point. Some people will be like, oh, he bugging, and they don't get that what he's saying makes complete sense, but he's not living it. He's in love with Natureboy. I think he despises the woman. Yeah, he despises them, of course. Because, honey, when he be talking about makeup and this, and that, and other, you talking about them chicks that are over there with you that you supporting right now, because they all of a sudden they wearing color little nude lip gloss and look like they put sparkles and stuff on their face. Honey, that's makeup, sir. It might be neutral color makeup, but they're putting makeup on their face. They have permission to put makeup on their face, and that's just what they're doing. So don't get started with me about women wearing makeup and weaves and all that. That's the only thing he ain't let them do yet is put a wig. And if he gets lucky and he gets out, he might let them put weave in their hair. He gonna be just so happy to be free. He might say, hey, baby, if you want to put a full set of weave in your hair, you could put 50 tracks in your hair. I don't know. He might be in a living room or somewhere. I don't know. I know he sleeps on the floor. He looks like he's on. You can't hear him. You can't hear him because I don't have him on. That's why. Because he's not all that interesting to listen to be honest with you.
I was really being rude.
All he's doing is a mukbang.
The need to experience that.
You want to see him eat nuts and eat cantaloupe?
I know how to cook. Not lately because I'm staying away from salt and sugar, so I'm leaning more towards whole foods.
Here he goes.
Like today, I had an avocado sandwich. Amazing. And I'm looking for more nutrient-dense foods.
Oh, he's so corny.
I don't want to just throw something in my mouth because I want to experience the taste. I want to look at what I'm eating and know that it's full of something that my body actually can use.
This is a great mukbang.
The avocado sandwich. Look, peep this. I like crunchiness on my sandwich because I used to put potato chips on my ham sandwich and turkey sandwich when I was a kid. But instead of chips,
I put lettuce.
I put spinach on there.
Oh, spinach? There's no crunch in spinach, though.
Worked out.
Wow. Outstanding. Now get a lineup.
I allow myself to have a sandwich. I'm not eating no cornbread or no potatoes.
Whatever.
Like
you was eating potatoes when Natureboy was out because y'all ate nothing but rice and beans and a lot of potatoes, starchy food. Surprised y'all ain't got diabetes over there with all that starchy food you was eating. So stop the pressure. Not eating potatoes and all that stuff now because Natureboy's in jail.
If you want to order that, baby girl,
he's starving.
It's not gonna.
I got some fried chicken over here for you. My husband made a whole batch of fried chicken. That's his favorite food. Anyone who's been rocking with me,
I heard that.
Y'all be, when I say my husband's cooking, that's all he make is fried chicken. He'll make maybe steak, some lamb chops. He only makes a couple of things, or some cheeseburgers with French fries. He makes basic food. True wouldn't get along with my husband.
Spinach, so amazing. These pumpkin seeds.
Okay, you're from 203 Connecticut.
Listen,
I'm from Boston.
When you first stop eating so much salt,
born and raised,
everything else you eat is gonna taste bland. But as you move forward, you're gonna be able to recalibrate your taste buds. And
he's right about that. But
because
right.
A lot of people just want to experience the seasoning.
He's 100% right about what he's saying. But we can't again listen to a hypocrite who was living vegan lifestyle and was messing with us eating Popeyes and Church's chicken, and then they went back to eating lamb, shrimp, chicken, all this mess. Because I can show you the lean cuisine. Let me see if I can find it. They may have took that down to put the focus on them cash apps being on IG so that y'all can make sure that the commissary's paid. So let me see if the lean cuisine is up still. Because I'm going to show you exactly what, that's if they even have it. He's probably not even thinking about no lean cuisine page. Matter of fact, let me look here on my, because I might have a save. But while I look for it, I'll let you listen to him. Even though he ain't saying nothing. You can look at the mukbang with the peanuts and the cantaloupe.
Noticeably different. And I have to be on like day 3.
You want some chicken? Come on over.
But
I got plenty.
That sunflower is that it's like bananas. It's like your bananas. Your body can't overdo bananas.
Okay, you from Boston? Okay, Suzanne.
Can sit down.
I'm from Roxbury.
They can eat a whole pack of cookies.
Okay, okay.
People can eat 3 donuts, no problem.
Dorchester, Roxbury.
But with bananas, it's almost like it comes
right next door
with a natural shut-off switch. That's like, had enough.
He's starving, poor kid.
Now I'm noticing I don't like regular water.
Why are you telling us all this, bro?
I don't like the so-called purified water.
Oh, really?
I don't like it.
Outstanding.
I feel better and more hydrated with fruit.
Outstanding.
And coconut water.
So
this is why we need to be scientists. So we can conduct experiments on ourselves when it comes to spring.
I'm trying to see now if I can find it, because I think I did bookmark, so I'd be able to go to reference to it
come from,
at a later date.
For example, right?
But we're gonna find out in a minute.
I like drinking, they never have it. It's called Callaway Blue. Callaway Blue is a local water from a local spring.
So I'm trying to see
in Georgia
if I can find it.
That's just always sold out. I've heard Fiji water ain't what it's all cracked up to be. I mean, honestly, we really don't know. We can only just test different waters.
I'm not understanding why
and determine the differences in feelings. But I do know
they wouldn't have kept the 𝗪𝗛𝗪𝗧𝗧 page up.
With
but I'm looking.
And coconut water than regular water.
I could have swore I had put up.
Yeah, I don't drink cold water.
Let me see. Oh, that's good. He doesn't drink cold water because warm water goes down easier and it's easier digested than cold water. I get it. We get it. You know, we're not stupid. Let me see. The 𝗪𝗛𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛 thing should be here somewhere.
If it's going to be spring water, I want it to be local. That Callaway Blue Water's always sold out. Y'all can look it up.
I wonder, where's the 𝗪𝗛𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛?
That water's always sold out.
They may have took the page down. Who knows? I don't understand why it's not up.
In like specific stores.
I really want to show y'all.
I should go to 7-Eleven.
Well, I can't find it, I guess.
No, I've never had water straight from a water well.
I cannot find it.
Is the name of the water.
Nope, I can't find it.
Yeah, I heard about hard water and soft water too. You know, I don't.
Their food be looking good though, but they don't practice what they preach. That's my whole point of showing you. They don't practice what they preach. These people wasn't supposed to eat no kind of animal products, and they eat them.
Like treatment. I don't like.
Well, you can look at my page.
This for this, because I feel like it neglects.
This is my page.
Why that is happening in the first place? Rather than tell me what I can do for stomach pains, I need to figure out why I have stomach pains in the first.
Here's my page. I don't just eat fruits and vegetables. I eat all food groups, but I live a detoxifying lifestyle. So I drink cold pressed raw juice on an empty stomach before any solid foods. So these are some of my stories. That's watermelon juice. That's watermelon juice. That's from my story. This is celery juice. This is my raw fruit punch with beets. You would never believe that I can make this taste like fruit punch. And I don't like beets like that. I can eat them pickled, a couple of them in a salad at the salad bar. But beets, you can't put that much in there. I drink this. This is the only water I drink, sparkling spring water. I must buy every week and a half about 50 bottles of that, the 33-ounce bottles of this. Sparkling spring water, not just this flavor, all the flavors. They don't have no sugar in them. It's just water with carbonated bubbles. And that's lemon water. This is celery juice. Celery juice. My raw fruit punch. This is my savory juice, celery juice. And this is a juice with pears and grapefruit and all the other stuff with grapes in it. Savory juice. And this is apple, orange, lime. And so anyways, getting off the story, and this is my page. See, I put this up a day ago. That's a savory juice. This is watermelon juice. Then this is made with beets. It's a punch, but I made it a different way. But it's a lot of beets in it, as you can see. These are my juices. I made this for my husband. This is a lamb. I stewed down lamb, and I put onions and cheese and kettle cooked chips. Jalapeno kettle cooked chips, because I do eat animal products, but I do drink a lot of raw juices. This is salmon. Look at how green that juice is. Look at how green that. Look at my glass straws. I got a collection of glass straws. This is 11 pounds of head-on shrimp. I eat very well at my house. October. This is in October 2021. These are the biggest ones I could find of watermelons. These things were big. I got them at the Asian market. Let me show you a picture of what my kitchen looked like one time when I had all these watermelons in my house. I ordered a whole batch of them. I can't remember how many was in the batch. It was so long ago. Let me see. Right here. Look at this. Look at my kitchen. That's the kitchen. You see that? You see that? You see that? Outstanding. So that's what time I'm on. But I don't go around saying that let me go back sharing True again. Let's go share Old Yella again.
Appreciate that allegedly media.
I know what Carbon Square is. My mother lives around that area. Close to it.
And the vape. Fighting over the desserts. Okay. My big sugar things were cookies. I love me some cookies, boy.
Me too. I love me some cashews. I can't. They're addictive. You can't just eat a couple of cashews.
But I had to
hello to everyone that just came into the live.
It wasn't the cookie that I liked. I had to get real scientific. It's the dopamine release. It's the dopamine release.
I'm checking to see if they started the live yet, but they haven't. So
donuts and cookies was my thing.
No, I don't sell my juices. I just make them for my house.
I like the stage. I can even show you pictures.
I drink juices 365 days out the year on an empty stomach before any solid food. I live a detoxifying lifestyle. So I just make juices every day, raw, cold pressed juice, no pasteurized juice like Tropicana or Simply Juice. I always make cold pressed juice from a slow masticating juice. And I have 2 slow masticating juices.
Which is hyper sensitive.
I have 3 juices, but 2 of them are slow masticating juices. That's the best top of the line juices. So you can get the most nutrition out of your juices.
Sugar and you introduce fruit, you will naturally realize like bananas are really, really sweet. Strawberries are really sweet. Cantaloupe, watermelon, it's sweet if you can take your tongue off of the processed and refined sugar.
He's right about that. He is right about what he's saying.
And your body will thank you for it.
And then when you go back to trying to eat stuff that you were eating after you reset the body, everything that you was eating prior is going to taste salty. Even if you had Popeyes, you're going to be like, oh my God, this chicken is so salty.
I feel good. After that, you crash. You feel worse than you did before you ate them.
Hey, sis. Let me make sure. Okay, you got your wrench. You want to make sure you got the wrench. Where's this lady starting this interview now? Okay, it's 9:03. She's late. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. We got to go looking for her now. We got to go looking for her.
Everything tasted.
It should be starting now, guys.
And boring. And I was not happy about that.
Where is the lady at?
I was not happy about that. No, don't. No, trust me.
Not that one. Oh, she's live.
The fruit will.
Okay, now I gotta hold on.
Okay, so anyways, moving on. I do have some more questions. I want to talk about
allergies. You don't know that.
Who?
No. I'm just saying, if you have a question, shoot your shot.
Yeah, definitely. Who was it that had the question? Daniel has a question. Okay, Daniel, let me let you up, baby. I'm sorry. You had to fly it across the screen. Okay, we're going to let Daniel up.
Why do you have my picture?
Daniel has a question. That's the flyer, love. That's the flyer. Okay, Daniel.
First of all, you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know, we need real questions.
Part of the flyer, out of respect. But look, for very, very basics. We're talking to you about you in a relationship with three. We're talking about, you say that he manifests the body, right? That he manifests the spirit, that he manifests the actual embodiment of the spirit communicating love and transcendence to us. Yeah. When you were talking, he was asking you about how he was doing that as a vessel himself. She was asking you about, she said the demons come out. What she meant by that was just saying that while you were trying to transcend to your higher self, had you fallen back into your lower self because you have more authority, you have more power. People are thirsty for that knowledge. And when they are thirsty for that knowledge, you try to communicate it to them, you wind up going into a state of submission and listening. And especially when it comes to ladies, whether they're, whatever they say their sexuality is, you're communicating with them, but you're saying, okay, I feel the energy, I feel this, they're looking for that knowledge. Did you ever let your lower self, and be careful how you answer this question, bro? I'm not even, for real, just understand me before you answer anything. I'm trying to ask, let the lower self at any point in time kind of take over and get a little bit away from that path of enlightenment, and allow yourself to be more, I don't want to say forceful, but more or less mesmerizing on the people that were under you. That kind of influence what was happening. Teaching, and also trying to feel more. That would happen to you. Bro, alright, I just gotta be honest with you. That was a very confusing question.
I can break it down.
Please, keep it simple and to the point.
I know the dude is forcing it with this one. I would get lost too with this one.
That will cause you kind of trouble or anything else. Now, ask your question. Just go ahead, throw it out. What's the question? Yeah.
Why do you consider him to be the Messiah over everyone else, as far as his virtue and what he's communicating to you? Was your ability to be able to communicate to the higher source? Was your ability to go through ayahuasca, ascend the plateaus, and be able to see yourself from beginning to end? Why do you consider him to be the embodiment of the Messiah, as opposed to yourself being able to communicate with the master source? What makes him different?
He don't understand what the question is, though.
Now, we're all a source, right? But you have to understand that Chief is like walking ayahuasca. I don't think people understand that. Like,
oh, you sound crazy.
You have to. I'm trying to see how the best way to explain it, bro. Chief is an enlightened being, bro, and it's like, how do you tell somebody that doesn't already understand it? If you don't already feel that. Yeah, how do I explain that? If the YouTube videos, if you haven't been on your own journey of knowledge and applying that to your life, I think it also requires people to have and let me say this, because I think people can have different messiahs too. I don't want to limit like my perspective and force that onto everybody else. You know, he's a messiah to me in the sense that he is the first person I seen embody Christ consciousness.
The messenger.
And then as a messenger, like fully embodied, don't get me wrong, there's many messengers. This is what I seen and what I experienced. Some people might have a different teacher that they experience that is a Messiah to them.
We're all tapping from the divine consciousness, and he was the messenger that you were able to communicate with that broke it down in a way you were able to understand. Is that what you're saying?
Right, because separation is an illusion.
Oh my God.
There's nothing separate of you. There's nothing separate of you. You're really just a mind. You're really just your thoughts. And everything that you're experiencing on all times is a direct reflection to the frequency that you're thinking on.
It's really cool you mentioned that.
The mind is a terrible thing to waste.
For sound engineering, I myself produce music. When we do that, we look at different frequencies and how they influence people and they affect people. Like, for example, like we had different songs like those different frequencies are used to elevate and to influence and to make you vibrate at a different level. So you're going to school for that. Is it consciously with a purpose to be able to understand the frequencies better and use them, or are you just going because you're interested in music?
Daniel, that's your last question, love. Ms. Hook wants to come up and ask her question. She already sent your treasure. Go ahead, baby. Let him answer the question and then come on.
Yeah, you just want to know why I'm going to school, right?
No, I want to know what you intend to do with the knowledge you're getting from school. I want to know specifically, are you interested in what the frequencies contain? Are you trying to learn from that level? Or are you interested in music?
I really don't care that much at all about going to school, bro. To be real with you, I'm doing it because you know what I'm saying. It's a means. It's a means right now, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest, bro. I have no reason to lie. I'm going to school because I'm gonna get paid to go to school.
Gotcha. Okay.
And music is in my alley, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, music is in my alley, so that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So, but really, the thing is like, I just want to make music.
Okay. Cool. So,
yeah, I just want to make music. That's why school is right. I don't really care about. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
I agree. It's all over the place. It's all over the place, this interview is. I didn't know they had a mind to waste.
Go ahead, Miss Hooks.
Oh, God.
Okay, I just got one question. Are you going to reunite with your mom?
That shouldn't even be a tough question. That's your mother.
Okay, that's all I want to do now.
I'm sorry, I look at life so different from y'all, bro. I don't be know. I'm sorry. Listen. Please, yo, like, no, please. If anybody get triggered by how I respond, like, yo, listen. I see life differently, and I'm very
messed up in the head.
Like, I just know how I think. Sometimes I don't care. I really don't care what other people think. And I know it sounds fucked up. It's like, bro, but it is what it is. That's how I feel.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let the next person up.
That's how I feel.
This lady's like, what a waste of a night for me doing this interview with this dude. I gave him a little bit of credit.
Just like everybody else, I guess.
Ashby Cookin, you had a question, right, baby?
I guess so. Put me in the box.
There you go.
With everybody else.
Okay, go ahead. Ash, baby, you up. Ash.
Yes.
Can she hear me?
Just knock her out the box. Next.
Okay. You can ask your question, baby.
Jeez. Got trolls up in the interview.
No, we don't hear you. I heard you at first, but I don't hear you now. You're muffled and low.
I don't hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna let you. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna drop you to the comments so you can get your audio together. Okay, baby. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, go ahead. We can hear you now. Ask your question, babe.
Okay. So, hey, so still not going to jail. Would you still have left?
What?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I didn't leave because he went to jail.
I told you guys.
So what was your?
I didn't leave because he went to jail.
If he comes back, if he gets out, a lot of them will go back.
It seems like you didn't leave until he went to jail.
And then I look at leave so different. So when y'all say leave,
Hey, Lorenzo.
you're saying like physically leave somewhere.
This is live, yes.
Left because, bro, really, I just wanted to go do my own thing.
He gonna go back. That's why he said probably he'll go back.
And it was an agreement that we had. It was an agreement. It was like, all right, cool. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna go my own way. It's like, okay, all right, go your own way. You know, love you.
I told you. He don't want them around the women anyways. Only one he trusts is true.
And Solar had already had a discussion with him about you guys leaving. So he
we had a discussion. Yeah, we had a discussion on the phone. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it was simple. It was like I feel like I can be more of assistance. I don't want y'all to think like I gotta say this just for the public record. I still fuck with my family. I'm just doing something different and it looks weird because it's like, bro, did he do this? And it's like my intention is to just help from another place. It's like maybe my energy's not compatible there around, but maybe I can figure something out over here and still elevate and still contribute to waking people up. That's the whole reason that, you know what I mean? The whole thing in my tent, showing people the ground to the earth. Ever since I came online, it's only been about trying to help people. So I plan to continue to do that in whatever way I can. That's my family, regardless. Period. It's that simple.
Yep, that's the only reason why he left. Is because I told y'all. I tried to tell y'all.
No.
He always separates them, even when he wasn't in jail. This is nothing abnormal that they're not there with True and the other girls. Nature Boy don't want all the men around them women.
You have a question?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for letting me up, Miss Cherry-Boom. Hello, Musa. The question that I wanted to ask you, Musa, is
What?
do you believe that Free God is not guilty of these charges that are against him?
I'm not answering that question on it.
Oh, okay.
So get off, because you're taking forever.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me ask this question. Cause I think someone asked it earlier, but I guess I was still a little confused with your answer. Why do you think he is your Messiah? Or why should a person like me follow his teaching? Why should I go to his YouTube channel and follow?
I'm not saying no. Look. Let me say this. I'm not telling anybody to follow sheep, bro. I'm not. I'm telling people to do what they feel like they should do. Yeah. I want to just bring awareness, and I want to say, like, you know, people have a lot. This is bringing a lot of attention to a lot of people. Like, oh my God, who was Three God? This and the third. listen, outside of the drama, listen to the message. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still gain something. So whatever you can gain. Don't let your attention on message. Well, other people that you can actually find your life, so you know, gravitate toward it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't live your life in fear. Don't live your life in fear. And always just be true to yourself. So, yeah, I'm not telling anybody, yo, go follow this. No, the information is there, and I agree with the mathematics personally. Personally, the math is correct. Exactly. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, thank you for answering. Thanks for having me up, Mr. Cherry.
All right, good riddance. Yeah, exactly. True's no threat to Natureboy. He's not worrying about True being around them girls.
Okay. All right, can you hear me?
Pisces been gone, right, with the rest of them.
Can you hear me?
They're all gone except for True. And the women are still there, except for Sheba. Sheba and Jar went back to their family.
Yes, we can hear you. Do you have a question, box 2? No. Okay, hold on. He dropped really quick. Hold on.
This interview sucks.
Young Pete, I'm going to drop you.
No disrespect to the interviewer, but
okay,
I would have had to end it because he's very difficult. I gave him a little bit of credit. I thought he would be compliant, but he's not. What was the question? LMSYT?
Okay. Let me switch you back to the big box. Can you put me in 3? Yes. You want to go in 3? You don't want to go in the big box?
Yeah. No, you can put me in 3 in the big box, right?
Okay, somebody's in 3, and I don't know why they won't kick. You guys don't see anybody in 3, but I do. So hold on.
I wasn't just up there.
I gotta go out and come back in.
I don't see nobody there.
It's the same way on my end too. The interview's real low. That's why I had to put the StreamYard volume up because the interview's low.
So my question is, I actually do have a question.
Go ahead.
So, do you believe that like all of the things that Natureboy has done to people, like this is karma just coming back to bite him in the ass, whether or not like he's
oh God, he's not going to answer the question. So why would you ask that?
Ain't you just asking me another question, like phrasing the question different, but it still pertains to the case? Did you not hear earlier? I'm trying not to answer questions about the case because I don't want to tamper with them. So, no,
well, Dietary is, so why not you? You can all mess it up.
I'm asking you whether or not, or whether or not it's innocent or guilty.
I kind of dropped it.
I'm on still. You're saying that.
Go ahead.
No, this is
CEO. Phoenix, hold on a minute, Phoenix. CEO, answer your question, baby. Go ahead, y'all.
Who has a question?
Go.
Please let the host know. But I do want to ask your beliefs on this. I know that you just stated that basically in some sort of way you did basically want to join. I believe it was the army or anything in that type of way to just make money for yourself. And I know that True lately he's been saying that any type of way that civilians make money, they are called slaves. What are your beliefs on that?
Not at all. It wasn't Gems.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting tired too. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay on here actually.
Where are you at?
Because I'm recording it anyways, and we can look at it tomorrow because it's getting late. I don't know.
My picture is me I'm actually, if you want to be technical, not even far from the home y'all live in Decatur. I live right in Stone Mountain, Lithonia. But however,
I agree with you guys.
Reference that question because he says in any type of way, anybody that works.
I appreciate y'all coming through with me though, riding out with me for almost 3 hours.
Slaves, but then we donate money. Basically, off of him, he posts his CashApp and asks for donations, and the people that give donations are the hardworking citizens. But then I just heard that you wanted to basically go into a government. I believe it was the Army, the Navy, whatever, government assistant. And that's basically what he calls the slaves. So, what are your...
I mean, all right, so that's correct. From a dimension, I think there's many different dimensions and perspectives to look at it. I think it's...
Exactly, Lorenzo.
For me, it's like I might not even go to school. You know what I'm saying?
You just said you stopped May 31st.
I was going to go to school, but I probably won't go to school.
Oh, he's crazy.
Because I can't work. You know what I mean? I can't work for money. Like, when it comes down to it, I don't really see myself working for money. I've learned about cosmic currency.
Dude is nuts.
I've been in situations where, you know what I'm saying?
You don't have to be a high school graduate to go into the Army. You don't have to be a college
I'm trying to tell you.
Graduate to go into the Army. However, you are, from what True says, mentally, you are some sort of a slave because you are basically working for the white man to gain some type of monetary gain. Or some type of money. But I'm still, I just need to know if y'all want people to follow the mental, I need y'all to make it clear because at the end of the day, from the background that True has, he was basically in the Army, so he still gets vet checks. If he needs any type of medical care, he can go to the VA. He gets those type of monetary gains, basically being out of the Army, wherever he was in, wherever he was stationed, getting those basically white man checks.
He's basically still getting those checks.
The knowledge.
You understand the question?
I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh, he's slow.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Damn, she breaking up.
Poor thing.
No, you're glitching, babe.
You're glitching. I get the knowledge in itself. I get the knowledge and may be true all that. But when he's preaching certain things, even though we may want to follow it, it's just not matching up with the lifestyle that personally he's living or personally per se somebody else is living. Because they're not living that lifestyle.
Ooh, child. So everybody goes quiet on the interview?
Can you hear us? You're glitching
Ooh,
really
child.
bad. Okay, go ahead. If you guys feel like y'all...
Can you hear me right now? Hold on. Hey, Cece, you there?
Ooh, child.
Yes, King, I'm here.
Okay. Now you were saying a lot, but if I heard your question correctly, you're basically trying to say like,
he's slow.
Why are you going to school?
That's a good question.
Now, since coming from the tribe, I had a previous mindset. You're saying that True was explaining something, but you're trying to talk about how he was in the military and now he could be benefiting from it. That's what you're asking me. So you're trying to make sense.
He gets a disability check.
I want to understand how are you guys, or how is, I can't put it on you because Musa yourself, you never preached this. But I want to understand from True or just the mindset of Carbon Nation itself, how are you guys preaching something that you're not practicing?
You're not living it at all.
Basically, to be a slave is to go for the white man and go to school for the white man and get the money of the white man. But hold on, Josh. When he preached from True's mouth, because he's been on social media every day, and just first of all, he's not even in the jungle. He goes into the woods behind the house. Because again, I live in Atlanta itself. I live in Sophia on Lithonia. I know exactly where y'all live. It's just trees and a whole bunch of just trees.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me stop my panel. Hold on. The comments, if y'all keep acting the fuck up, I'm gonna have my admins.
Oh, come on. Let's stay professional, ma'am. Stop it.
The motherfucking comments.
She's doing too much,
I
though.
don't know whose panel y'all used to cut up on, but you're not coming over here with that bullshit. Admins, you got my permission to kick the fuck out of these motherfuckers. Okay, go ahead, baby. Continue saying what you're saying.
She's doing too much.
My apologies. If I'm disrespecting your page, please kick me.
No. This has nothing to do with you, baby. CC is fine. It has nothing
That's
to do with
ridiculous.
you.
She didn't have to do all that. This is not professional at all.
His teachings are, when you listen to what he teaches, they are true. They are true. But when it comes into, I don't know if anybody knows.
I agree. It's ghetto. It's very ghetto. This is crazy.
I tell my kids all the time, whenever I preach to you, I'm practicing it daily. You practice what you preach. You can't preach something to me that you are not practicing yourself. True right now, the second woods that he was in today, and he proclaimed that's in the back of their home in Decatur. I know exactly where it is. I live in Lando.
We're not interviewing you today, baby. We're interviewing Musa, okay?
That's what I want to understand from Musa. I want to understand, like, I understand that you guys want to bring people to the knowledge, but when is it going to be practice what you preach? And again,
that's the question.
Because it's not.
Okay, there you go.
Slow as molasses. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Can I speak on good?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm going to respond.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't really know what all was said. I'm gonna say this.
It is. It's very ghetto and embarrassing. And then for her to sit there and just flip out, it's bad enough he's acting like Slowski. Now she's acting like a ratchet ghetto
what you're saying is facts. Whether or not
interviewer. I don't get it. She's probably just upset because it didn't go the way she wanted it to go, but it's not her fault. That's just how they are. She should already knew what she was up against.
Openly and honestly, and just
the interview don't sound clear. It's all choppy. It's low.
You asked the question, baby. Wait a minute. CC, you asked 3 or 4 questions, love. I was very patient with you. How many charges did you get for all these questions that you're asking?
nothing.
You asked a lot of. Oh, okay. Well, it's time for you to go ahead. Maybe let Tasha ask her question. Because you didn't ask her a question. Let's give everybody else a chance.
If somebody has a genuine question, bro.
Exactly. I agree. She should plan properly.
Knowledge.
Hey, Musa, how are you doing?
Kick him.
I will. Who is that speaking? Who am I speaking to?
You speaking to Tasha.
Tasha.
Okay, Tasha. How are you, Tasha?
I'm good. How are you? Looking good. You looking well. You looking healthy. Thank you for answering my questions.
Okay, this is not a dating show, Tasha. Let's go.
I have one question. I'm not gonna stay long. Y'all
yeah, they're gifting them, Jamie King.
Curses, right? Do you believe it? Do you believe in that? Do you still believe in it?
Yes, I believe it.
Okay. So
he ain't got but 56 beans.
Do you think that you're causing generational curses for your children too? Because they don't have a father, because black men are important in kids' life at this day and time. So do you feel like they're going to be repeating the same cycle that you are repeating? Or are they going to go another way?
Okay.
Oh, come on. Answer it, Musa.
Okay, so the way I look at life is on a different. I want to just try and help you understand. It's going to be hard. I'm going to do my best.
That's okay.
So,
go ahead.
I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't want people to think, well, I really don't care what people think.
And that's a fact.
But, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I have every intent. Like, I love my kids, bro. Like, it's so funny. Not funny. It's like, damn, when people say I don't love my kids, because it's like I spent the whole day. I spent the whole day I was on the phone with my kids. It's like I really wish I could, you know what I mean, be there for them more. It's just the way my life is went. It's the way my life is went. And so, and it's like I want to help more than just my kids. I really feel like I want to help the world.
No, you need to help your kids. The hell with the world.
You know,
and help yourself first.
The more I can
so you can help your kids.
The more stable I can be within myself, then the byproduct of that will be me being there for my kids.
That's a good answer. But do you feel like that you are going to like deprogram yourself? I know you're still gonna believe in
deprogram.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not say this deprogram. Let's not say this deprogram.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll let you.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead and you can answer it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't like the word deprogram. But that is actually a proper term. It's just I know the negative connotations that come along with the term.
Right.
Program, deprogram. Oh my God, they're brainwashed. Right now, I'm not.
Yep, 56 beans. That's what he has. I'm not lying to you. I'm on the interview. I'm looking at. I'm on the Big Go right now as we speak. 56 beans. I don't know how what that converts to, but I don't know. It's a lot. He's slow, so hey, I'd have about 200,000 beans, a million up there.
She's beautiful.
But he's slow.
All day long. That is yours. Yeah, we know she looks like you.
That's my job.
Yeah,
but I got two other beautiful kids too. I got my son, Akil, and Eva as well. Beautiful kids.
Yeah, you do. You have beautiful kids. I've seen all of them. But Nubia is the most you, ma'am.
That was sweet. That was really sweet.
Yeah, but his kids are beautiful. And Nubia, like when her mama posts a picture, like I'm like, dang, she looks nothing like her mama. This is all Musa. She's so smart and she's so proper. So you did a good job.
Okay, get off now, ma'am. Next.
You're gonna help the world one day. Just remember that you made 3 creations that's gonna help the world one day. So you keep talking to them. You keep assuring them that you love them. And you still keep your head up regardless of what anybody says about you. Keep your head up. And do you live your life because you only have one life to live? Remember that. And host, thank you so much for allowing me up here.
Anytime, Tasha.
And sure would have.
I appreciate it.
If Tori came,
for being respectful. I appreciate
if Tori came, oh my God.
Raven, Silky, do you have anything to say?
It may have put some energy into him.
Go ahead, Chocolate Bunny.
I have a question. Do you believe that what Natureboy was teaching in the beginning is what he is now? Like when you first got there, is the same thing he was teaching is what he's teaching now? Like what he's doing now? Is it a byproduct of what he's doing now? Not saying the whole jail down before all that.
What was the question?
Oh God, here we go.
When you first came to Natureboy, what he was teaching is it a byproduct of what is now, like what he has built or what he has now. Do you believe that his teaching have changed, or are they the same? Like his actions, what he does. Like, okay, let me try it.
I think everything's wrong. I think everything.
One more time. If you understand you hear me?
One more time, she said. One more again. One more again. One more again.
Hello. Yes, I hear you. Yes, I hear you.
Exactly. He would add in some real questions.
Everything has evolved.
Okay, so you say you think everything has evolved?
I think all the knowledge has evolved. I think she has evolved.
So do you think he evolved for the better?
Yeah, of course. Your evolution is always for the better. Life is happening for you. So everything is for you. It's just about how you look at it.
Okay. I was just wondering. Thank you.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Does anybody else have any more questions?
No.
If anybody doesn't have any more questions, we're going to get ready to
end this.
Let Musa go. He's been here for quite some time. And hold on. Okay, he's out of the country. Somebody asked where are you at? He's out of the country. Okay, keep it cute. Come on, baby.
Hi, I'm sorry, really quick.
Okay, go ahead, love.
So with your children, you said two boys or two girls and a boy?
Yeah, Musa, do you hear the question?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking that. Like,
hello?
That was funny as hell, honestly.
He's acting like he's not even on the interview.
Can you hear her? She asked a really valid question.
So you have two girls. It's okay. I'm sorry, you have two girls.
56 beans, yeah? Wow, that's only 28 cents?
Yeah.
US, oh my God.
You said you have two girls and a boy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so being as though, like how the women and the men are treated with carbonation, would you find it acceptable for your sons to
He's not going to answer that.
slap and for your daughters to be treated like the same way? Like, would you allow them to be involved in something like that? Like, you know, like
keep it cute. You're supposed to keep it cute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Honestly, I really wasn't being disrespectful.
No. Let me ask you a question.
I was just asking a question. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Ray Ray.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure. By all means, go ahead.
Okay. First off, are you trolling? Do you even care about self-esteem or at all? Let me know now, because I don't want to waste my time.
Again, the reason why I'm asking is because I was married and I was in an abusive relationship, so I see certain things with the women, like, you know, and that's the only reason why I asked. And to me, that was abuse, like on both ends, whether, you know, men and women. It wasn't just, you know, that was just abuse on both ends. So I was just asking in question, you know, would you allow your children to be involved in something like that? What do you think that's, you know, carbonation, negative or positive? I'm just asking, would you allow them to, like, what would be your thinking? Would you, if they came and said, hey, this is what I'm involved in, or if you've seen that was something that you were involved in? I wasn't being funny.
That's a crazy question that I'm not going to answer. Come on.
Okay, but hey, that's your choice. You take care.
Yeah,
you sound a little slow, lady. Slow.
I don't understand how it's not making sense. I was just asking if that was something that you would allow your children to be involved. That's all. I mean, I'm not being disrespectful.
I'm telling you, Susan, I'm about to cut the cord on this. I appreciate y'all for staying with me.
Okay. I think she was trying what she was trying to say.
I sent the treasure. I wasn't being disrespectful or anything. I was just asking a simple question.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay.
Well, get down. You sound crazy.
Keep it cute. What she was trying to say is, can I rephrase the question, please, for you?
Sure.
Can I rephrase your question? Okay, please, let me do this. What she was saying was, at any point in time.
No, that question is irrelevant. It's like irrelevant to me.
As a father, she said, would you ever, and I know it's irrelevant, but I'm just going to rephrase it really quick.
Don't ask
as
me
a father,
don't ask me a personal.
So the answer should be no then. The answer should have been a definite no. Okay.
No, it's not a no. It's not a no because she's trying to set a frame on a question, and I'm not answering that yes or no.
That was my only question. I didn't have anything other than that. And again, I apologize if I came off disrespectful.
I know that's right. He ain't gonna answer it, but you know he wouldn't let his kids be over there and go through that.
I'm thinking about children.
I'm sorry.
I knew it was gonna happen, but I wanted to rephrase the question.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Why would they drop this lady?
Let's rephrase it as if he ever seen his kids abused, would he ever allow? As a parent, no. I mean, as a parent, I wouldn't allow my kids to be abused. You know, so. But
that's all I was asking.
It's the way you ask the question.
Okay.
And it triggered him. That's why I was going around the way I was saying things because I knew he was already triggered. He was triggered coming in the door because he's already on 10 because he feels like the whole world is against him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, sir, madam, you said who needs a Zoloft, love?
They're talking about me.
I think he hung up.
But you guys be blessed. Have a great night.
You know, thank you, Keep It Cute. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay, Box One, you've been up here for a minute. Go ahead and ask whatever question you have to ask.
Is he there?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to ask him a